Hey guys, what is up? Ioki here. Today we're going to be going through the champion roadmap for April 2022. It literally just came out like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, or I guess 1 hour ago. But point is, it's new. We're going to be looking at a brand new teasing of a bunch of new champions, some looks into the current updates on Udyr, Aurelion Sol, Skarner, and apparently a new area of Shurima. So if you guys have never read through these before, they're always really fun. They're always really like silly. They always have like a bunch of Easter eggs, so you have to like really read them pretty carefully. But most importantly, it kind of just gives you a look into what the game is going to be like for the next couple of months. So they say, guess what time it is? If you guess time for another champion roadmap, then pat yourself on the back. Unless you read the title already. Like, I mean, see, like, you know, they're fun, they're silly. Let's get into it though. Here's the first champion teasing. So a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. An Aladdin reference. The champion team has something coming soon. Something beautiful. Something inevitable. Something foretold. A new skirmisher for all those junglers. Okay, so this is the new jungle champion. A new empress to submit to, and you will submit. So the cool thing about these champion roadmaps is that they always have hints about the champion's kits hidden in these champion roadmaps. So a new empress to submit to, and you will submit. So that makes me think that she has some sort of like a charm CC, or maybe like a taunt. Those who do so willingly will be rewarded by becoming part of the ever-expanding Lavender Sea, crashing like waves against the enemy's defensive structures. Okay, so maybe this champion can do something like their ultimate can actually hit turrets. That would actually make a lot of sense because you know Riot loves like breaking the established rules and like making new champions be able to do like new crazy things. You know, Viego can take over people's bodies. Renata can make enemies attack each other, that kind of stuff. So it would be pretty interesting to see a champion that has an ability that actually like affects turrets. Because right now, the only way to kill turrets is minions hitting it, Rift Herald hitting it, or auto-attacking it. So give in to your Empress and let her feed on your essence so you may become part of the new evolution of Runeterra. That makes me think of Kha'Zix. And as an added bonus, if you succumb to her, you will also bear witness to her true elegance. Okay, so this sounds kind of cool. So it's like she puts some sort of spell over you, or you submit to her willingly, and then maybe the appearance of the champion changes. She's got something that can hit turrets. That's all I got, guys. Who wouldn't want that? I already submitted in January, and while there wasn't cake, it was still a good time. So what are you all waiting for? All right, so there's the new jungle being teased. Sounds pretty interesting. A Void Skirmisher jungler. Pretty cool. A joyous occasion. Next up, the champions team would love for you to join us down at Oyster Bill's Oyster Shack. Grab some of the best oysters in all of Runeterra while you listen to one of Oyster Bill's tall tales. Okay, so I have no idea what this is. In fact, just last night, we stopped by and saw the place was a wreck. Tables smashed, bottles broken, strange glowing puddles all over the place. According to Oyster Bill, it was caused by a colorful but deadly stranger who came to Runeterra from a land across the seas. Ooh. Any lore nerds who know who this is? He claims some Noxians were getting rowdy and one of them accidentally knocked over the stranger's oysters. The colorful one laughed. Okay, so they're referring to him over and over again as the colorful one, so probably going to have a pretty colorful design, like Nico or something. Laughed a most joyous laugh as they stood up from the table. The Noxian looked confused at first, then thinking the stranger was making fun of her, got in their face. The rest of her warband stood to join her, grabbing their weapons when mist suddenly filled the restaurant. Ooh. Oyster Bill said all he heard was joyous laughter and the sound of a splashing water. Okay, so this is like new Bilgewater champion then, right? When the mist cleared, all 10 of the heavily armed and armored Noxians were dead and the stranger was nowhere to be seen. We laughed as we always do and Bill tells one of his famous stories. Sure, it was just a random bar fight that caused the mess, but hey, that's not nearly as exciting. When one of the other customers doubted the story, Bill doubled down on his claim that it was true and that the mysterious stranger was, in fact, living in a room above his restaurant. He said that if any of us wanted to go talk to him ourselves, we were welcome to. We passed that night, but who knows? Maybe if you join us next time, we can go and see the stranger from the land of 1,000 colors. All right, really interesting. So then we've got our teaser image here. You can see the bar got destroyed in the fight. Looks like some sort of creature resembling Tahm Kench in the background. Maybe like a folklore version of Tahm Kench. I'm not sure. People that, you know, they always hide like a lot of interesting tidbits, not just like in these lore dumps, but also in the images themselves. So let me know if you guys see anything that I don't. Obviously, we've got some like crazy like water splashes or something. We got scratch marks. I think it'd be really, really cool if this was another creature like Tahm Kench. I'm getting a little tired of just having like, you know, conventionally attractive champions coming out. All right, and then up next, we got Udyr. So as you know, Udyr is getting a full VGU rework. He's gone through a couple of designs. Most, you know, he used to have like antlers at one point. He had some other stuff that they removed, but I'm liking the direction that they're taking this. And then they basically just say that, you know, most of the team is working on the ultimate skin. So base Udyr is completely done. They're just going to be working on the ultimate skin, making sure it's up to speed. I think it looks pretty good. This is exactly, if I was an Udyr player, this is exactly what I would want out of a reimagining, like, updated version of my champion. And then, okay, we got the Aurelion Sol gameplay update. Back when we announced the Starforger, a lot of you were super hyped for his release. So hyped that he had one of our highest purchase rates on day one. Wow, that's actually really interesting. I mean, he is, like, conceptually one of the coolest champions. It's just unfortunate that, like, his gameplay is so detached from that. And, like, he's not usually good. And he's really hard to pilot, so it makes sense that he's not super popular, and it also makes sense as an extension of that they're wanting to make him more popular. Like they saw when he first came out that like this is a really cool theme that people want to play as. But yeah, so they're going to be doing a gameplay update. So after he had one of our highest purchase rates on day one, tons of you really loved and wanted to play a gigantic, arrogant Star Dragon. And sassy, don't forget that. Unfortunately, we didn't really deliver on a gameplay kit that matched the excitement, as most of you dropped him after just a few games. That's really unfortunate. I always feel really bad for like the people that worked for like months, if not years, on like champion kits and designs, and then like people just don't like them. His play rate plummeted to one of the lowest in the game where he has been ever since. That said, he still comes up in the top 10 most liked visuals whenever we do champion surveys, even though his gameplay always ends up near the very bottom of the list. We tried some small tweaks, but when we discussed that what we should do to help him out, we came to consensus that we should just start his gameplay over from scratch. Wow. We didn't think patching up his kit with small changes would deliver on a promised thematic fantasy, so we decided to try a new type of champion update. A comprehensive gameplay update. Wow. So they're actually going to change every single bit of his kit? That's crazy. The goal of a GGU is to update the gameplay for two types of champions. Those who have high-quality art and narrative, but whose gameplay just doesn't quite deliver. Very cool. ASO will be the first champion to go through a real GGU, and if you're happy with the results, you may take a look at other champions. So guys, definitely let me know down in the comments who else you want to see get this new type of rework, this GGU. Like, what champion visually looks cool, has a cool story, love their voice, don't want to change anything about them, but their gameplay kind of just isn't up to par. Off the top of my head, I feel like Rammus would really go well with that. Even though they did give him a new ultimate like last year or something, I feel like Rammus should be next on this list. Our goal is to give the Space Puppy an entirely new kit with massive changes similar to VGUs. That's really cool. This is a really, really good idea. It saves resources. They don't have to like ditch what it actually works about the champion. And they get to hopefully fix what doesn't work. That's really cool. So no new tips as to what his new kit is going to be. They just said that they're going to change his kit. Wow. End of the year, though. In the next 7 months. That's kind of crazy. All right, and then digging deep beneath the sand, let's talk about the champion that won the VGU poll earlier. If you guys didn't know, they had like Shyvana, Nocturne, Skarner, Udyr, and one other champion, I think, maybe Kog'Maw. They let everybody that plays League of Legends vote on it, and turns out most people wanted to rework Skarner. So it looks like they haven't actually started work on Skarner yet. We just got some concept art, which looks pretty cool. I actually really, really like this one. It's like a robot scorpion. This looks like a boss character out of a video game or something. But that definitely looks like more mechanical than like alive. These look more like, you know, quote unquote, like real scorpions. First two rows are attempts to keep Skarner's theme pretty much the same as live, while making him more unique on the league roster by adding other fantastical elements rather than just a traditional scorpion body. The third row contains explorations of a full reboot of the Brackern. It explores them as ancient protectors. See, I like... Oh, this is the third row. Okay. They say the last row is an exploration of a version of Skarner where his current lore is continued. We haven't committed to this yet, but in those versions, he is captured by Piltover and experimented on in order to create a Hextech Guardian. See, that's why they look so mechanical. See, I like this one. This one, I really like the idea of this one because it's not like a total retcon of, you know, there's probably like 5 or 6 people out there who really enjoy Skarner's current lore, and it would suck to just like ditch that. I like that they basically ditch it by saying like, okay, it did happen, but like, here's what happens next. And that's why he has like a brand new look and everything. I like that. Keep in mind, these are all super early ideas coming out of Bravo Ray's crazy head, so we aren't locked onto anything yet. And then here's the outro. That's about it for today. Hope you were all excited about the upcoming champions and champion updates as I am. I am actually. This is actually a really good look into the next couple of champions. We got the new Void Jungler. We got whatever this thing is. I'm guessing this is going to be like a mid laner. I don't know why I think that, but yeah. And then we got a new look at the Udyr rework. And apparently, ASOL is getting a complete top-to-bottom kit rework, which I think is a really, really great idea. But yeah, this is kind of just like a look forward in the next couple of months of League of Legends. We got a bunch of really cool new champions coming out, I'm sure. And I can't wait to get my hands on them and show you guys how good the GSA is with them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something about, you know, you're just as excited about these champions as I am. So take it easy, boys. Peace.